Hello, friends far and near, you fiends who love monsters. I want you to listen to the sound of my voice because we're going to look at some classic, incredible toyhood favorites, childhood favorites from my toyhood, if that makes any sense. Who remembers, you all should, the Universal Monster models of the early 60s. I've got two of them right here, and I can tell you stories about them because I remember, you probably can't tell, but the Frankenstein monster has been painted so many times that the features have all but been covered up by globs and globs and globs of paint. And then my father took over and repainted him. I added this chain on his finger because I thought that looked really, really cool. And so there he is in his gray glory with his green. And of course, my father would have been using Tester's paint. That was the kind of paint you bought at the model shop or in the drugstore when you got your models. Here's another one that I painted the living heck out of and globbed it on so the Four Phantoms features aren't very detailed anymore. But then my father came and rescued it from the sloppy obscurity of my craziness, and he repainted it so that it looks pretty darn cool. And I also always loved, I would never have painted the peach shoes there, and I never would have painted it with this sort of metallic blue and metallic colors, but my father was a creative guy that was, there he goes. And then the guy back there, can you see him? I always wondered who he was. He was my favorite guy in a lot of the Aurora models. What was his story? My God, that looks like a horrible fate. And then, just so you know, these were monster models from Aurora. And so they came in a long box, and they cost 99 cents, as I recall. And they came in all these parts, and I was too young, and my father would put all the parts together, and then that's what the model looked like. And it gave you an idea of what colors to paint and what to use. And you were using airplane glue, which eventually became taboo. So here I am, reminding you of the youth that a lot of us had and some of us didn't. If you like monsters, take a look at Aurora Monster Models. There's some really good boxes out there, some good books, about the Aurora Monster Model world. And you should read them if you like the Monster Kid movement. Anyway, I got to sit down. I'm exhausted from all this nostalgia. And yeah, so there you go. There's my Frankenstein with blood everywhere, or blood where it shouldn't be. And he's coming out of the gravesite. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.